man bun. Come on, we can't do the recipe until we talk about this little cute little twirly.
She made me do it.
I love it. I like it. It's spring. Put on a man bun.
I'm getting mixed reviews, so I'm glad you like it.
I love it.
You're the only vote that counts.
That's right. I'm
Okay.
happy you know that. Okay, now you and your bun are gonna make a curried carrot soup with feta, mint, and red quinoa. This sounds fabulous.
So you know I like to put spins on things.
Yeah.
And carrots, right now, we typically make soups. A lot of the times, I like to take different carrots and blend them up into delicious soups.
Yeah.
But I thought, why not put a little spin on it and do curry? And the cool thing with this curried carrot soup is that you can serve it hot or cold.
Oh, nice. Well, I would go for hot.
Hot, I
I'm
like
not
it.
big on the cold soup
As the
thing.
weather's getting a bit warmer now,
Yeah.
it's not a bad idea to serve them. You can serve them in
Cool.
shot glasses or smaller mugs.
Now I'm listening.
Chilled curried soup, it's really good. So we start off with a hot pan,
Okay.
or this little pot here,
Yeah.
and I just add some onion. I'm just gonna turn the heat up a little bit there. So we're gonna add in the onion. Now, we start off with the curry powder, and I'm just
Okay.
gonna put this in here. The number one mistake I think people make when they are cooking with curry is it's raw. You have to cook that curry flavor out. If I have the soup base in here and I'm just gonna add powder into the stock or the soup, it's not gonna get to cook
It's not
through.
gonna take, is it?
This smell, like you want it to blossom, and you really want to cook this out for a good 4 to 5 minutes, and you don't want to burn it. You don't really want to burn anything unless you're cooking for like your ex or something. You don't really want to do any of that, right? I'm not
Good
bitter.
tip.
Okay. So the onions are
That's
in
a
here.
very good point, though, because a lot of people will find themselves and they keep putting the powder in because they're not getting the flavor. It's not, you can barely
Exactly.
taste it. You have to put it in now.
You want that fragrant, that blossoming, beautiful curry. Now,
So
when you're
good.
making curry, I'm going to explain how to do it because
Yeah.
this curry powder is actually from Guyana.
Okay.
I was there recently and I brought a ton back.
I know. I saw on your Instagram. You had a
Yes.
good time, huh?
The best time ever. So if you're making
Nice.
curry powder at home, it's typically cumin, fenugreek, chili powder, coriander, and turmeric.
Okay.
But to that, you can add ginger, onion, garlic. You can have a lot of fun with it and add different things, different
Make it
types
your
of chili
own.
powder, yeah. And also if you want, there's tons of recipes online for curry powder. Just find one that you like. But I highly encourage that you make it yourself because it's so much fresher than the store-bought stuff, okay?
And is that what you made that? You mixed all of your ingredients together?
This is the one from Guyana.
That's the one from
I can't
Guyana.
do it as well as my grandmother.
Of course not.
No.
So yeah, don't even try that.
Okay,
So
so
that's good that you know that.
this should cook out for a few more minutes.
Yeah.
But I'm going to add in the carrots now.
Okay.
Carrots and celery go into here. And now, again, you want to cook this out a little bit. I kind of add the onions in. You don't want to caramelize them too much, but you do want to sweat them out. You don't want to caramelize them and get them too brown because at the end of the day, you want the soup to resemble this orange color, okay?
Got it.
So this is all getting happy in here.
Yeah.
Salt, pepper, you can add a little bit of lemon juice.
Yeah.
Stock. I didn't think this through. Okay,
Okay.
so I'm going to just make a mess.
See, it's working out just fine.
That's filled up way
That's
too much.
fine. What kind of stock did you use?
So that is chicken stock. If you don't want to make your own chicken stock, you can just go to the store. They have the organic stocks.
Yeah.
You can use veg stock and things like that, okay?
Okay.
So I'm just going to clean
Whatever you're into, you
exactly.
go for it.
Now, when this is stirring away, you want this to cook down. Everything needs to get kind of soft, right? So this will take about maybe 12 to 15 minutes, depending on how hot you're cooking it, but it should be on a medium heat.
Okay.
And now there's no more noise. It's not as exciting, but it'll get exciting again, okay?
I'm still find that scintillating, actually.
Yeah, okay, good. So this is gonna stew down. From here, this has to go into a blender.
Yes.
You can use a hand blender, but it's gonna take a lot of time. Like this is, you're gonna have big muscles at the end of it and you may not want that, okay?
Well, also, unless you want your soup to be chunky, put it in a blender.
Put it into the blender.
It's gonna be easier.
I don't mean to plug Vitamix, but that's what I use at home.
Oh,
and
is that what you use?
Well, it's amazing. It turns beets to silk. I love it.
Everybody loves their Vitamix.
Okay, so add it into the Vitamix.
Yeah.
On top of adding it, when you're making soups like this, even though you blend it, pass it through a strainer. You'll be surprised to find little things that you find. Like sometimes all the carrot won't get blended up, or there might be a seed or something. Just pass it through a fine strainer.
Or a piece of nail sometimes.
A piece of
I
nail.
don't know. That's
Hopefully-
why I don't cook very often.
Okay,
Sometimes with a grater.
and then that's how you're gonna achieve that restaurant quality, that kind of silky smooth.
And so it looks like that.
That's what I have here, okay? And you see it's not super bright. Well, I think it's fairly vibrant.
That
but you
is
can
very
see like
bright
the specks
orange.
of curry through it, and it's so fragrant. It's so
Yeah.
delicious. You can serve this like I did it over here.
Right.
I just cooked up some quinoa and some couscous as well.
Yeah.
And then I mixed it with a bit of feta. There's some shredded carrot in there as well and mint. I'm getting kind of away from Oh, it's right there.
Yeah.
I'm getting kind of away from plating things all pretty with the leaves everywhere. I just kind of like take it and dump it now, and I'm kind of going back to that style now.
Right.
So when you take this and you take a spoon, and someone might be expecting carrot soup, but they get hit with all that cumin and that curry flavor, and it's just delicious. The saltiness from the feta, the couscous adds a little bit of texture, the freshness from the mint, it's colorful. It's a beautiful dish.
And it gives it some heft. Just quickly, how do you get it to be this orange? So you said don't caramelize the onions too much. You don't want them brown.
Yeah, because then it'll affect
disrupt
the overall
color.
flavor.
But is there anything else?
No, truthfully, you have to think of this. Like, don't pick stuff out with your hand at home. When you have like the carrot, like it's very dense and it's all orange. So although it may not look like it's going to be orange now, by the time the carrot's all blended up, I promise you,
it'll come out
it
like
will
that.
come out like this. And this recipe is on cityline.ca.
Beautiful.
So please check it out. And any questions, you can hit me up.
Yeah, and try it out. And then if yours is not as orange as his, you just hit him up on Twitter. Okay, he'll have to answer to that. Let's go to break. More coming up. That was beautiful.